track their movement, recognize their faces, and detect whether the person is wearing a face mask. Besides this, we can say the public deployment of intelligent drones and robots has been accelerated due to the strict social distancing measure required to contain the virus spread. To ensure compliance, intelligent drones are used to track individuals not using face masks in public. Besides this, they can be used in others to broadcast information to larger audiences and also disinfect public spaces. Patient care without risk to healthcare workers also has been benefited as robots are used for food and medication delivery. The role of room cleaning and sterilization of the isolation wards has also been filled by the robots. I will share you with an example here. The Jaipur-based Mansingh Hospital is trying out a robot that is developed by Robot Medical Club First to serve food and medicines to the patient to lower the exposure of health workers to coronavirus patients. And same done by AIMS Delhi also. Maybe they are in the process. I heard in news, right? Besides this, AI is used for healing and or you can say remedial research. We can say AI can be used or widely used in drug discovery also. Earlier to this year, British startup Exenta becomes the first company to present an AI-designed drug molecule that has gone to human trial. And they will take 1 year to develop this molecular structure as compared to the 5-year average time that will be taken by the traditional research methods. So this is, you can realize how much advantageous and time saving if we use the techniques of artificial intelligence. Besides this, AI can also lead the charge of the development of antibodies and vaccines for the novel coronavirus, either entirely designed from the scratch or through drug repurposing. Although the results have not been experimentally verified, it represents a steps in the right direction. That highlights about this research, drug discovery and proteins and all. I'm not from that particular field. Besides this, we can use to authenticate the information related with this pandemic diseases, right? Technology giants like Google, Facebook, YouTube, they are still battling to combat the waves of conspiracy theories, phishing, misinformation, and malware. Government of Asia has launched and developed and launched Arabia Setu app. Although there are few issues highlighted by Dr. Nishant Oja, maybe in near future they will be overlooked. The development will be there, right? And official website covid19india.org is also available that provides the reliable source of information. AI still has a big role to play the fight against COVID-19, especially from a diagnostic and pharmaceutical point of view. For this, the world agencies and policymakers need to set up a push big pharma companies and research labs to join forces with smaller research organizations, academic institutions, and pool data resources. Because if we have to work with the artificial intelligence, we have to look for the data. And to get a good data is one of the biggest problems nowadays also, because the data is noisy. So to predict more accurate results, researchers need huge set of good data that are currently not available and are therefore constrained by the lack of data or too much noisy or outlier data. Organizations across the globe are taking necessary initiatives to use artificial intelligence for encouraging testing. However, there is a need for more diagnostic testing because this artificial intelligence, it works with the data set. We can have the supervised learning, we can have the unsupervised learning. I am not going in detail much. So at last, I must say that AI can help a great deal, but it ultimately depends on how much effectively and efficiently we can use this technique in heterogeneous environment against the pandemic. So that's all from my side. I'm not taking that much of time. So once again, thanks to all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, Professor, for sharing all this information. Thank you so much. Now I request Dr. Pradeep Tomar to share the message sent by Mr. Mohit Chaudhary and Ms. Shelly Verma from Dubai, UAE, as they are giving a special presence for the session through a recorded video. Uh, Sir,
Voice is not audible.
Sir, voice is not audible, please.
You can see top growing countries are already utilizing artificial intelligence for further growth, and AI acts as a strong pillar for fast growing economy. As we can see from the graph, it shows growth of nations with and without artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence could lead to a gross domestic growth of around 26% or $22 trillion by 2030, combined from all nations put together, which are actually early adopters of artificial intelligence. As forecasted from a leading research organization, the GDP growth rate predictions for the early adopter countries and similar if we follow in India after the pandemic, same adaptation, Indian GDP growth rate made 2.5 times than the current. It can grow up to 2.5 times by 2035. As you can see, Indian economic growth is directly proportional to the growth of agriculture, industries, and manpower. Intelligent automation, unlike traditional automation solution, AI automates the work, though more skilled labor and staff is required. Track the data points and helps in strategic decision making. Labor and capital augmentation. Existing labor and capital can be used much effectively as AI provides the right direction, focus on what is best required. Example in the field of creativity, innovation, and management. Innovation diffusion. One of the least discussed benefits of AI is its ability to propel innovation. Research done by top technology companies, which has set up AI labs, gauge the impact, forecasted incremental growth for India up to 4.67 trillion. But the question comes, how this economic growth can be achieved? Which industries has the capacity and capability of artificial intelligence driven mechanism adoption? Where are the answers to these questions? You see, agriculture, healthcare, construction, education, all of these sectors, they have capacity, and most of the countries that are early adopters are actually using AI for these. Another question comes, how AI will be helpful in these industries. If I have to categorize the artificial intelligence role in four main parts, these are automation, improving quality, time saving, personalized, and improved audits. Technology and Artificial Intelligence Research Organization has forecasted GDP gains by industry level, based on which public sector, governed by Indian government, and consumer personal services will be the game changer for India. These are the prediction. Even if you look at developed Asia, that is highlighted in the blue in the graph right now, OPQ, that is healthcare and education sector, is a game changer as well. Same for the China as well. These are the predictions. Here are some examples from the AI-driven use cases. These examples are based on proven hypotheses, which I would like to discuss on a high level, especially on the productivity topic. I won't go into every example, but high level AI will help in simulating market conditions, production forecasts, pricing strategy, digital mock-ups of purchase and featured project. Scanning scientific and clinical research data, auto ordering, traffic management. We are in Dubai, that is a smart city. Dubai is a true example of artificial intelligence-driven integrated system by using AI in developing cities as a smart city, so that government can manage demand and resource efficiently. Their AI-driven connectivity is the key, where apps are connected to the residents from taxi to police, water bills to everything. Government is actually forming decisions based on this. Recently, you see, these helmets that are in the middle picture are developed for Dubai police. They actually tells the officer about the temperature if a human is having high temperature. So with the help of these essential qualities, their supply chain management and their country is back on track. From 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., country is again open just because of these kind of AI-driven gadgets. So thank you, thanks for your time, and if you have any questions, do share.
Yes, Aditi.
Thank you so much, sir. So, it is to inform everyone that Mr. Yaman from Italy is unable to join us today due to time difference and some other issues. So further continuing the session, we have reached to question answer round, and as I can see in the chat box, most of the questions have been already answered by the experts. And if still you have some questions, you can mail us. And now I would like to call Dr. Sandhya Tarar, the organizing